Ladies and gentlemen of Hotepistan, we are back with KeMedicine 38.
38 hot.
I'm your host, Hotep Jesus. I am joined by my esteemed colleagues, the soldiers of science, the players of polarity, the duo of dynamism,
Let's go.
the killers of keto,
Talk heavy.
Dr. Tanai Ricks, PhD, and Dr. Inky, naturopath.
Showtime from snow time, baby. Showtime from snow time on your time.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with another episode of this great science we got to bring to you each and every week on our road to 50, episode 50. We've had quite a few events transpire since our last meeting.
Listen, you know I got a book on it.
So apparently Inky's got a book on protesters getting shot by police.
This is a fact. This is a fact.
Dr. Inky, I gotta be messy to start the show. Did you see the shoot? Did you see the poor white man that got murdered by ICE?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it.
What?
I didn't see it.
Why not?
I didn't want to see it.
Are you aware of what's going on in Minnesota right now?
Yeah, they shot Charlie Clerk, right?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Inky right where he need to be at. Right where he need to be at. Right where he need to be at.
I'm just saying, it's like more than 1 million people with no power in the ice, man. What's happening right now?
How you bearing the snow? You live in Michigan, so I know it's probably up to your roof now. Can't even get out the front door.
Well, we had the first, Winter Storm Fern came to Michigan before it went anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started in Michigan. This is we in like 11, 12 days straight of snow already.
Mm-hmm.
But that negative 30 was that was special.
Do y'all go outside?
I mean, it's Michigan.
So y'all used to it. Like, do the kids have school? And
Well, yeah, they went to school today. But let me say this. When I first got to Michigan, right? Now, mind you, I had lived, anywhere where Black folks is in America, probably I already lived there or I spent a good amount of time there.
mm-hmm.
But when I moved to Michigan, one of like the first things that should have alerted me, but it really didn't alert me, even though I seen it and I thought it was weird, but it just kind of got filed away in the mental Rolodex. But when I went to the supermarket and there was logs in the supermarket, like there's logs in the supermarket, like firewood is in the supermarket. So me coming from New York, I'm not accustomed to that. Like I'm not accustomed to seeing firewood in the supermarket. And then
That's a southern thing too.
Yeah, but I mean like bags of potato chips. Like there's firewood in the supermarket. Like there's packages, there's branding, there's competitive pricing, there's flavors, there's burn time, there's like there's firewood in the supermarket. You know what I'm saying? Like so that right there should just fill you in on Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like there's firewood in the supermarket. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. There's, so now we a part of, Michigan culture. You know what I'm
Why'd you
saying?
move to Michigan?
At the time I was relocating. It was a forced relocation,
You got kicked out of New York?
Kind of. kind of nasty divorce situation. You know what I'm saying?
Then you was like, I want to get away from my baby mama.
Well, not exactly, but the courts and
Damn, the white man.
I had to, well, not exactly. It was more the black woman than the white man, but
That's why I
You
don't
gotta
have
play the
any
soccer
sympathy for the
drop.
black
You gotta
community.
play the
I had
soccer
to,
drop. You gotta
I'm
play the
about
soccer
to jump
drop.
in it right now.
The problem in the black community is the
but
black
I had
woman.
to, I had options to where I was going to relocate to, and it was going to be like in my mind, I was going where I had the most support. So I was thinking LA, I was thinking Texas, I was thinking Charlotte,
So why'd
like
you
North
land
Carolina,
on Michigan?
and then I was thinking Michigan.
Why'd you add Michigan in there?
At the time, shout out to Jazz, my homegirl and her husband, Mark, shout out to Mark. They called me up and they was like, yo, they didn't even know what was in my mind at the time, that I was in the middle of looking to relocate to somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark hit me and was like, well, Jazz called me and then she put Mark on the phone and he was like, yo, I'm getting ready to open up this gym and I want to like do a school as well. You know what I'm saying? I want you to partner up with me on it. And I didn't take him serious at first. But then he started sending me the pictures and everything for the layout, you know what I'm saying? And it would have, it was perfect for, me to put a sports clinic and everything in there. So I wound up, that was the allure for me to open up a gym and a sports clinic and eventually a school.
Yeah, I remember you told us about the school.
Yeah, and we did it. We had an amazing time. We had a great crop of children. Um, Too bad we didn't have that Umar money. You know what I'm saying?
Ran out of funding.
Well, no, we didn't have no funding. The funding was my pocket. So I was taking care of my babies and everybody else's babies. So I was the funding, you know what I'm saying? So had we had any kind of funding, we probably would still have the school right now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's where it becomes interesting with the Umar situation. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that really have boots on the ground, they know that it doesn't really take much money at all to open up a school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how much thousand? You had thousands of thousands? How many thousand? You had 6, 7 thousands of thousands? Wait, thousands of thousands of thousands?
And how many students y'all had? 20?
Yeah, we had about,
A lot.
because see, what happened was this. We were supposed to be opening up the school with Marcus Klein from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So people know about Marcus Klein from Chicago for doing his own school thing. And I was cool with Marcus Klein. I had done a couple lectures in his schools up in Chicago. So we had a relationship. And then Mark had somehow, I don't know how him and Mark did, but they knew each other. They had a relationship separate from ours. So we was partnering up with Marcus Klein to open up the school.
Mm-hmm.
Because Marcus Klein is from Detroit. A lot of people don't know that. He's from Detroit and he opened up, schools in Chicago. And he ain't really do nothing for the D. So he felt like, okay, I need to do something. So anyway, he's supposed to send us the furniture. We had a whole thing set up, but he just like ghosted us. He just like ghosted us. And so we wind up on opening day, we got like mad students and mad parents out front the building, and we don't have any books, we don't have no furniture, no desks, no nothing. And yeah, now later on I found out what happened. You know what I'm saying? His wife had passed away and he had slipped into a depression and all that.
Damn.
So yeah. It was something that, it wasn't nothing like weird,
Malicious.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we had these children. So
Matt Earth Theory said no books.
luckily it was Detroit.
Mr. Bookman ain't got no books.
School books, you know what I'm saying? So luckily it was Detroit though. And where there's a will, there's a way. A whole school had went up for sale. and nobody bought the school, so they wound up auctioning the school, piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just went to the school and just loaded up a U-Haul truck with desks, chairs, books, everything that we needed, you know what I'm saying? And got it for a God gift wrapped price.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, nice story. Anyway, I got a question for you guys.
but go ahead. Well, no. Go ahead with your messy. You wanted to do something else. That you didn't want a nice story about holding hands, skipping through the grass and all that. You wanted to do somewhere. You said, I got to start the show off messy. The dead white, poor white dead man. You went there. So go ahead and go where you was going.
We'll get back to that. I got a question. I'm homeschooling the kids, and I bought them an anatomy book. I bought them anatomy books for Christmas. So they're doing a chapter a day. We're running through that material, testing every day, read material, test every day.
I'm out of this combo. This is disgusting.
What happened? What happened?
Just ask tonight.
Why you passing it off to me?
What happened?
Because how he got the children's science books from somewhere besides me? That's crazy.
You got a book on anatomy?
That's wild. Just ask tonight a question.
I gotta be honest, Inky. Your shit don't be learner friendly. You gotta have like a 500 IQ to read your books. You got to have Google right next to you and the demons right next to you. You can't read but two sentences. You like, hold on, let's stop. What the fuck did he just say? So it's not exactly homeschool friendly. Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay, now that might be a fair assessment, right?
I had a
hold on.
a thought the other night.
Except for the fact that we do actually have a whole bunch of books for children.
Okay, we'll do those next semester.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Question.
Now, I have to say that I was thinking to myself, I said, me and Inky need to co-author a book, a science book. And then I thought about...
I like where you're going.
And then now I'm like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it and saying it out loud, I'm like, Tanai should probably co-author a book with you because...
Wait a minute. I like where you was going, and I like where I thought you was going, but then you went to it like I don't know, why can't and Tanai? You see what I'm saying? Because I thought that's what you was going. I thought that's what it was evolving from me and you to me, you and Tanai, but then
I really don't want to be involved in it.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. All right, just ask Tanai the damn question. just talk to Tanai for a few minutes.
My issue is I want to help you write better books, and Tanai knows how to write better books, and he knows science, so I think he'd probably be better to collab with on your next book because you write books like a Harlem street scholar. And you don't write it from a marketing perspective because you never were taught marketing.
All right. So I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and cut out of the show early this week. We're not going to have another session of... I do have both of Inky's phone numbers, but instead, I think I'd rather cut down his business and products on the internet. So
I didn't say that.
Instead of doing that this week, I'm going to cut out early and let you and Tanai do your thing.
The books
are
phenomenal.
You can talk about the dead white man and do something else with your free time.
I just want to do one book.
Listen. Again.
One book.
This is where we pretend that we don't have Inky's phone number. See, this is what I want y'all to understand at home.
Inky's books are phenomenal.
No.
You should get them.
No. I want y'all to understand this
write
absolutely
a beginner's book. I want him to write
absolutely.
I want him to write a series of books. I don't think there's anything wrong with his books. I just would like to create
phone numbers.
a book.
Any of these ideas that he seems to just have on the live stream, He could always call my phone.
One in the
Wait a
chat
minute,
if you
got two
know.
phone numbers?
You have both of them.
No, I don't. I only got one.
Check your text messages. You'll
I
see
swear
that
to God, I only got
you'll
one.
see that you've been receiving messages.
One in the
I only got one. No, I only got one.
chat. One in the chat if you know I blow people up on the show. One in the chat if you've seen me do this a million times. I'm sorry. I'm messy like that. I gotta apologize. Iggy's books are phenomenal. I just want to create a series of books that are different from your style. There's nothing wrong with your style. I just think your style is for people like me. Like I can sit down and read your book, right? But I want you to make a book with Tanai that is a series of books that is progressive, right?
The Dead White Man.
So, for example,
Segue to the Dead White Man.
This comes to my next question. If you were to teach somebody science, where would you start? Bio, chem? Because I thought anatomy, I was like, just study the body first and then go from there, right? That's why I bought them the anatomy books. Where would you, what do you think is a good place to start if somebody wanted to dive into science?
Tonight, you're up.
I'm talking to you.
No,
I'm talking to both of you. I'm talking to both of you.
There you go, Tonight.
Both of you. I would love both of you to answer that question.
I honestly would start with math. If you don't understand math, you're not gonna understand anything else.
Math? Wow. I didn't expect that.
So the reason why is because everything is numbers.
Okay.
Right? So every biological and chemical phenomenon can be explained by math.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not true of chemistry explaining math. Biology can't explain math. Physics can't explain math. Math can explain the other three disciplines.
Oh. Yeah, math is the language of the universe. So, what math? Like how far? Like algebra 2, calc, trig?
To be able to understand most important physical and energetic and biological phenomena, I think at least to calculus. Some people will argue it depends on what kind of chemistry you want to look at. And it depends on how far you go into physics.
Mm-hmm.
If you're at that level, then you need Cal 2 and differential equations.
Mm-hmm.
But most people won't need anything beyond that.
Okay.
But for the average, if you're just starting out, you starting out with your kids, right? They at least need to know up to algebra, maybe some pre-calc.
Okay.
Especially when you start to talk about energy. You start to talk about electrons, especially when you talk about them in the body, and you talk about the different biochemical mechanisms that are gated by electricity. You want to know how to do math. You really need to know how to do it, especially when you start to really get into biochemistry. You need to know how to do math.
Now, Inky, I did not trash your books. I was just saying they can be written in a way to sell more. It's not that the books are bad.
Trying to double down. You have to stop trying to double down. You have
They're
to move
not
on.
bad
You have to learn
books.
how to move on.
It's just that you name them funny, right? Like the Kepler Ra, and it's like nobody's going to Amazon typing, oh, let me check out the science of Kepler Ra. Like it just, so I'm trying to like make it in a way where you have a series of books that are, more marketable. You know what I'm saying? Covers that are professionally made, like we can get Renee on top. We could really put together a nice science series taken from, some of the work that you've already put in some of your other work. I just think like when I get your books, it's a study. It's a study. It means you got to lock the fuck in and you got to get ready. You're going to learn a lot in one page. I think it's phenomenal. As far as making money, though, that was my concern. I'm like, yo, Inky should write these in a way where he could sell more. So it wasn't dissing your books. Okay, although they need some proofreading. It's not not that I'm dissing your book. The books are fucking amazing. Cause even when we're in the anatomy book, my son was like, "Yo, that was in an Inky book." I'm like, "See how that shit." You know what I mean? Cause they studied your books, but it's just, I think we need something for the hood, as Natty said. Natty said, we need something for the hood.
Something for the hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can just something for the netchers, the YNs, the young netchers.
For the okay.
What do you think about that?
The dead white man. I just wanted to know. I'm just curious about what you was gonna say about the white guy that was killed.
All right. So after we learn math, what science do we start with?
Are we not going to the dead white guy?
Tana?
It depends. You can start whatever you want to be honest.
Really? Okay.
I don't think so. It depends on what your focus is and like what you want to know.
Like, cause it's my kids, right? I'm like, I want them to have, some understanding, right? So that's why I chose anatomy, because it covers a lot of everything.
Well, see, this is the problem with anatomy too, is that the anatomy books are not looking at black bodies. So there's gonna be some information that's gonna be missing.
Absolutely.
If you really want them to learn about them, so there's gonna be some information missing from those books that you probably gotta get from somewhere else, probably from Inky's books. There's probably gonna be some information,
right,
in those books that's gonna be, it's gonna bridge the gap for you.
Mm-hmm.
But
that was good right there, and I appreciate it.
I'm just,
I really appreciate
I'm trying to keep the show together.
I appreciate it. You did good. You did good.
I feel like we skating on thin ice right now.
You did good. You did good.
So
that was nice.
So I do think that. So I'll tell you how the college sequence goes. Generally, it's like, say you have somebody that's trying to go into like a medical discipline, like pre-med or something like that.
Okay.
They take Gen Chem, then they take Organic Chem, and generally in the same year they will also take biology and A&P, which A&P is anatomy and physiology.
Okay.
So at some point within a 2-year span, you've taken Gen Chem, general biology, organic chem, and A&P. So somewhere in that 2-year sequence, like the order in which you take them is kind of whatever. Organic chem tends to be later on the sequence because you have to have Gen Chem as a prerequisite for organic chem.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I mean, that's the general 2-year sequence.
Okay. So just to touch on something, pause. I'm really loving this anatomy book because, like, for example, their first 2 tests, one of them was like prefixes and suffixes, right? So you get to see, what does this word mean in Latin?
Mm-hmm.
Like epi, ecto, right? So that way, at least when they see a word, they know what direction they're headed in. If it's epidermal, epidis, epidat, they're like, okay, is inside the body, outside the body, right? The first test was on the planes of the body, and I forget the other subject matter. So they're getting like this overview of, you know what I'm saying? Like those bases that you just need to know, right? Like poly, semi, like all these different prefixes and suffixes. So, but you're right. It's the one thing I did see is it said Milan as a prefix. And they got that one. They were black. I was like, how you know that? It was melanin, and that was an Inky book too. That was melanin and diabetes. Because my son, he actually was studying melanin and diabetes. So he recognized that. But Milan means black, right? Like that's actually a color. Milan is a scientific name for black color. Yeah. So
The good thing about so what you kind of just you want that foundation so that you can move on to the higher level stuff. Because one of the
Right.
things that we commonly do in these disciplines is we kind of tell little white lies. We'll say, "Oh, well, this doesn't happen," and then you take another step up. It's like, "Well, actually, we lied to you about this. This actually does happen, and it happens with this." And then
Mm.
you'll run into something else where it's just like, "Oh, you don't need to know that." And then you go up to a higher level classes like, well, "Actually, you do need to know this because it's a part of this, this, and this." But if it's outside the scope, then we just kind of say, "Hey, you don't need it," or "No, it doesn't happen like that." But there are a lot of things that we teach fundamentally that when you get up into, your higher level courses, we have to kind of go back and be like, "All right, so remember when we told you this? Well, that's not 100% true. Like it actually happens like this, and this."
Mm.
Because for the average person, you don't really need to know it,
Right.
and it would take us way more time to actually tell you the exact mechanism or the exact definition of something than to just say, "Hey, it's this," and then move on.
Mm-hmm. Enki, where would you start?
Now I'm gonna give you one chance to guess what my answer is gonna be. Go ahead and guess. Tonight, what you think my answer is gonna be?
Kim.
Tonight, what you think my answer is gonna be?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
The dead white man that got shot. That's my answer. Let's just go right to the dead white man that got shot. That's what I was thinking.
Giorgio said it too. He said the white man.
I don't know how you didn't see that coming.
Enki, come on. Where would you start? First of all, where's the children's books? Let's bring those up on the screen. How do I find those? Because we're going to do those next.
Well, I would start with the interest of the student.
I think that's really important.
I agree with that. We've done that. Absolutely. I've asked him like, yo, where you want to start at? That's how we ended up on ancient Egypt. Cause my son was like, yo, I want to learn about ancient Egypt. All right, say less. That's what I want to hear. So
we have a children or a family series. I prefer the term family series than children because the adults should always read the books with the children. But we have a children / family series that is based around Kemet.
what's that? Where is that? King Solomon?
There you go.
King Solomon, Elephantine Island Secret? Black's
Yep.
Anatomy for Children?
There you go.
Wait, it's only on Kindle. I gotta find the physical version.
They in there.
Okay.
I think we up to volume 5 in that series.
King Solomon's Crisis in Kemet. So this is the series you talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're gonna do that next semester. Black's Anatomy for Children. Christ and the Jesus debate. What in the hell's going on? Lord Jesus, you got all the propaganda in here. We're gonna have to get that one. I'm gonna have to add that one. That's clutch.
Well, I did 2 other children's series, and my children were harsh critics. So they did most of the legwork on this series right there. They said
What do you mean?
this is how children would really want to read about health information. Like in more of a story format that's enjoyable.
Oh, so your kids went and redid one? So they get they get what I'm saying. Yeah, they understand. They like, Dad, it's not how you supposed to. Yeah, they get me.
They said my children's science books was too sciencey, which I didn't really understand.
Your books are mad sciencey, yo.
But it's science books. See, this is the debate I was having with them. Like, sciencey books is what you in for. This is what you got science books for. Okay. TikTok dances is on TikTok, champ. If you want to dance, you get this. This is for this.
Hardcore studies, chat. You know who?
I mean, I kind of get what both of y'all are saying, right? Because like, there's no way to make an organic chemistry book easier to read. It's organic chemistry. Either you're gonna get it or you're not. But there are some topics where you can kind of massage it a little bit and be like, yeah, so you have like a little jingle with it or whatever, but it's kind of hard to do that when you get into the higher level concepts. Like you got to just kind of teach it, and if you don't teach it, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What he said.
Okay. All right.
But that series is like a mix of action with adventure and a sprinkle of ancient magic, and so it's more of a series of
family chemistry, build generational health, atoms of self-development. Shout out to Paul Johnson, Super Brothers in the house.
So you gotta kind of do it on some they clone Tyrone shit, where like you gotta. Like,
that's what that series is, right there. There you go, right there, right there.
You gotta do it like that. Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is, and they really did enjoy They Clone Tyrone.
See, now I'm not a fan of that.
They Clone Tyrone?
No, writing the books like that. I think the book should be written like science books.
Our ancestors would disagree.
Our ancestors were definitely on one.
Yeah, they taught in story form, so that would.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I'm just saying what my idea was. It was just like it's somewhere in between the two, right? Like it's just like.
Chat, should HJ put up or shut up? Can we get the HJ book? Let's get the HJ science book. Let's go. Now it's gonna be me, HJ, and Tanai writing this book together. That's it. That's what we want to see. What the finished product looks like with HJ at the steering wheel.
I'm gonna leave that up to you and Tanai. I'm gonna leave. I got enough on my plate.
Okay.
I got a lot on my plate. If I had time to dedicate to it, I would. But I was just, I was thinking, I'm like,
right. Dead white man, come on.
I think
so the white guy got shot.
He needs like something that's like, for example, Tanai knows about this. Like when you list your books on Amazon, you're supposed to keyword stuff your title. You familiar with that? Keyword stuffing?
Let me go ahead and look this up myself. I'm gonna go to the Google demons. It's all right, chat.
Tonight, you know what I'm talking about? Like if I were to type in, if I typed in, like let's say I typed in African black soap, right? That shit gonna say African black soap healing skin hair. It's gonna say like, yeah, SEO. Yeah, SEO. It's SEO work. Actually, that's a. Y'all ever type something in? Like, all right, now let's do phone charger because that's coming from China and they know SEO. Phone charger, right? If I type in phone charger, that shit gonna say mini hub USB 2.0 iPhone laptop. It's gonna keyword stuff.
Okay, now hold on. The man that got shot had a gun. They took the gun away from him before shooting the man.
Oh, so you do know about it?
Well, I had to pull it up because you refused to discuss it and give us the information. So I had to.
The chat is familiar with it. We gonna get science and gremlins.
So I guess I was the only one unfamiliar. Okay.
No, I'm unfamiliar with it too.
Well, there you go. So tonight, let me tell you about what had happened. So
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I really don't want to know.
Tonight, a deadly shooting happened. A video appears to show a federal officer taking a gun away from a Minneapolis man prior to a Border Patrol agent fatally shooting him today. The man has been identified as Alex Preddy, a 37-year-old who sources say worked as an ICU nurse. There we go. So now it's health information.
He was an ICU nurse. Why was he
believed to listen, this is also health information now because he was a nurse. Police said he's believed to have been a lawful gun owner with a permit. What is they trying to put an advertisement for me to buy the restraining order. A Minnesota judge granted a temporary restraining order blocking federal agencies from destroying evidence at the incident. Minnesota authorities had sued the Trump administration, claiming its officials took from the scene of the shooting and prevented state officials from inspecting this evidence. Tensions flared. Anti-ICE protesters were already marching in Minneapolis today despite frigid temperatures. Authorities used tear gas and flashbangs to disperse an angry crowd confronting agents after the shooting.
And he got his ass kicked a week earlier, according to Kay.
Did he really?
Yeah, she said, you know,
For doing what? What was he doing?
Probably out there protesting. They broke some ribs.
And he was back out there again.
The one that got shot?
Yeah. Ice busted up his ribs. He went back out there. They said, you again?
How many times gonna teach us lesson, old man?
Hold on now, because that shows malice on his behalf and intent that he had that weapon out there. So they beat him up, and this time he came back with the pistol.
He didn't come back. He woke up dead. Like, he's not coming back from that. Like, you know, this whole, like, all of this stuff. You know, I'm never one to applaud loss of life.
Ever.
But it's really interesting how people are now worried about mistreatment at the hands of law enforcement. Well, this is what black people have been dealing with for years and years. Like,
telling them.
It's crazy how, like, we've been saying, like, hey, they over here doing this. Oh yeah, whatever. Now some white people start dying. Oh, they over here doing this, and we just sitting back like, we told
not some, just one or two,
So,
that's not that many.
Look, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, you got to care about all evil. You can't be selective with
No, it's highly unfortunate. It's diabolical. However, had this been nipped in the bud.
Yeah, evil is evil. You can't be selective with evil. Evil does not discriminate. It is evil for a reason. You can't accept some forms of evil because it's inconvenient for somebody else, but it's convenient for you, because that inconvenience is going to hit your doorstep one day. Then what you going to do? The people that you've been inconveniencing the whole time, they're going to look at you like, we tried to tell you. And then you're looking for sympathy from them. Like, you can't do that. That's not how the world works.
I don't know if they're looking for sympathy from black folks, though. I think they're just doing their thing.
It's not even necessarily they're looking for sympathy per se, but they're definitely using some things that were pioneered there in black struggle.
Black talking points.
Yeah, they're definitely using some of that stuff. So it's just like, how y'all gonna use our talking points? And y'all, like, for lack of better words, y'all went with us shooting in the gym. What are we doing here?
Completely ignored us, act like we was just snowflakes, and there was
I'm
nothing
gonna
wrong.
say it is very tough for the authorities to be able to function under all this pressure. And I have not had a chance to see the video, so I don't know if the shooting was a lawful shooting to even begin to comment.
And we should leave it there. We should make sure you never see the video, so you never have an opinion on it. That's a great place to be. I would envy a person in that position.
Yeah, I purposely did not. I mean, we just had an insane.
Wait a minute. So So you saw the video? HG?
I didn't see the video.
Yes.
No.
And so how'd the video look?
Bad.
Bad for the cops or bad for the guy?
Everybody.
Well, obviously, I mean, because now it's a bad situation, but I'm saying, like, it looked like it was an unlawful shooting on the cops' behalf?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is nasty work.
They gave him the nigga treatment.
I don't even know what to say after you say that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's
Let's go to the ice store. I put some videos in the chat. Let's talk about the ice store right.
They gave him the nigger treatment. That's wow. And you hit that with like a hard ER. I don't even know what in 2026, what does that mean? Like, what are you doing with that hard ER right there?
Oprah says the reason why people are obese, or the reason why people overeat, is because of obesity. Let's go to the tape. Did you guys watch the video? Pull that up in the chat right now. Pull that up in the chat. Let me know when you guys got that up. We're going to play this 30-second clip.
I'm sorry, what did Oprah say?
We're going to play the clip. Open it up on your phone. so you can see it for yourself. And we're going to take a look at this obesity clip. Let me know when you're ready. You see it? You see it?
Not yet. Hold on. Okay. Wait. No.
It's in the text group.
Oh, it's in the text group.
In our text group.
I'm on the damn. I'm trying to. Okay. Pray for Oxford. Nope.
No, not
Oprah
that.
says. Okay.
Yeah. You see it? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
All these years, I thought I was overeating. I was standing there with all the food noise, what I ate, what I should eat, how many calories was that, how long was it going to take. I thought that that was because of me and my fault. Yeah. Now I understand that if you carry the obesity gene, if that is what you have, that is what makes you overeat. You don't overeat and become obese. Right. Obesity causes you to overeat. Right. Obesity causes you to have all of that food noise. And what the GLP-1s have done for me, and I know a number of other people, is to quiet that noise. Yeah. All these years.
She out here selling them GLP-1s.
Listen, that actually we do spend a good bit of time in the Black Anatomy for Children's book talking about just that right there. Like
there's an obesity gene.
We're not talking about the obesity gene, but talking about the use of celebrities by pharmacia to
oh wow,
to work on the social media networks, how they're paid to.
I know she got a big check.
Yeah, we address because this is masterful right here.
This is?
Yeah, this is masterful marketing. Are you kidding?
Why you say that?
Oprah?
Yeah, that's a big name. Yeah.
Oprah?
Yeah.
Oprah alone, if Oprah doesn't even need to be backed by science to get people to move out. Oprah just got to say, hey, everyone, just get the GLP-1. It's amazing. And that's it. That's 1 million women going to move out on GLP-1s off her word. But once she adds science to it and make it seem like she knows something, like it's over.
So is there an obesity gene?
Yes and no. Yes and no. They came with some information about a gene that gives some people a higher propensity to
overeat.
No. Oprah totally did her thing there. She definitely did her thing there. She did her thing there. Listen, that's why I'm saying it's Oprah. Like that's marketing.
So
right
there's
there.
no overeating gene, but there is a gene that can cause you to retain fat.
There's some truth to the obesity gene. Let me just say that. But
okay.
What she just did, that was pure magic right there.
She going to jail.
The obesity comes before, so the obesity comes first, and then the eating comes second. That was priceless right there. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. The obesity comes first, and then the eating comes next. So you're overeating to catch up to your obesity. What? Like that was wild right there.
Tanah, what you about to say?
GLP-1. And wait a minute, the GLP-1 quiets the noise.
Quiets the noise.
Quiets the noise. That's great. So the GLP-1 is overriding the genes. The genes are telling you eat. And the GLP-1 somehow silences your brain. It quiets your brain. Like, that was wild right there. Like, that's wild than what she said right there. Somebody should be able to tackle her. Like, when she, in mid-sentence, somebody should have been able to run out of the side of the camera POV and just tackle the shit out of her onto the ground.
You get a GLP-1 pen. You get a GLP-1 pen.
Wow. We are not that far away from that.
Nope.
The pills are already out there. So
No. But I'm saying Oprah just passing them out in the audience.
Yeah. What you
like
about to
that,
say?
Right? With that sentence, with that 30-second clip right there. She might as well have been passing them out in the audience.
Well, I think she's endorsed an entire industry, which makes her check different from somebody getting the check from Ozempic. She's endorsed the whole industry, which is much different. What was you about to say before tonight?
Shit, I don't even remember.
Oh, okay.
It was probably something. Yeah, so
Obesity gene. You was right there.
This isn't a chicken and egg argument. Like, there are also other genes that can predispose you to cancer, predispose you to high blood pressure, predispose you to diabetes. But all of these things come in common because there's some weakness that's been passed down in a bloodline. Like, people don't just start off like this. Like, if that was the case, then everybody would have an obesity gene, but they don't. There's some people that will have weaker bloodlines than other people are on the planet, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't change. And that does mean that some people will have some difficulty, but that doesn't mean that the body can't be rewritten. That's what epigenetics is about. So it's just like to to blame everything on a gene and say, "Oh, it was my genes that were making me do this." Like, no, your body wants to be healthy. Like, your body does hundreds of thousands of biochemical processes a day to like reverse the dumb shit that you do. So I mean, it's crazy to say, hey, my body is trying to do this to me, and as a result, this is why I do this. It's like, no, you get into this state, and then it rewrites your body chemistry and makes your body act this way, but that doesn't mean it can't be rewritten. So to blame everything on that is very.
No, listen, you're totally helpless. You're totally helpless. You're a victim. You can't help yourself. There's nothing you can do about it. You have the fat gene. You're gonna be fat unless you get this needle.
Or the pill. It's gonna be the pill now.
Needle Jesus is here to save you. You'll get baptized in the name of TRT and GLP-1.
I saw a tweet that made me think of what you've been saying about TRT and how
TRT and they butt cheeks.
People are starting to kind of reject it a little bit now because they're starting to see is the way that the industry is set up, and
they saw my song. I think they saw.
I don't know if they saw you. I'm pretty sure they did not see your song.
My TRT in the butt cheek song. I have a
sure
TRT in the butt cheek song.
No, so people are starting to realize that is just as unhealthy as being overweight or being obese. So it's just like people have these imaginary bodies that are coming from needles, and it's just like, what are we doing? This isn't real health. Like there are some corner cases where people actually need it, but for the large majority of the population, like, this is all aesthetics, and aesthetics is not health.
I think the people in the chat want to see the TRT and the butt cheek song. I think we need to go to the song. That's what the people want.
No, we're definitely not going to your AI songs. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you.
Oh my God.
We got a team
insulting the books to the music. This is crazy.
We got a team for the KeMedicine YouTube channel. We're having a meeting this weekend. The KeMedicine YouTube channel is going live this weekend. It's gonna be lit.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna have thumbnails, and yeah, it's gonna be good. Thumbnails.
How many people in the chat want to see the TRT and your butt cheek song? Come on.
I don't think anybody in the chat is gonna endorse that.
All right.
TRT in the butt cheeks. Is that the name of the song?
Yeah. TRT in the butt cheeks.
Oh,
so,
man.
chat. Just so you know, if you want to get your GLP-1 going, what you need is fiber. Add fiber to your diet. Okay, go get a copy of Rich Abs, Poor Abs. Okay, fiber in your diet. That's available on Amazon. Rich Abs, Poor Abs is on Amazon. Get you some fiber. And water, nigga. Yeah, the federale said, and water, nigga. Yeah. So some fiber, and the fiber is going to be great for your microbiome, and then the microbiome, it do something, it do something, and then something else happened, and the GLP-1 turns on. I can't remember the rest.
If you listen to the song, it'll help you give the instruction.
How does it
Definitely
go?
not from the TRT and the butt cheek song. Absolutely not. It's not in that song.
How does it
definitely
go?
in the song.
It's not in that song.
Where's Super Brother at? Paul, where is it? What happens?
No, Paul, nobody explain the song. If anybody wants to hear the song,
Paul, what's the order? It go fiber, microbiome, then the microbiome eat it up, then they something else happens.
They release molecules from eating the fiber
Right.
that then activates GLP.
short chain fatty
GLP.
acids.
That's it. The short chain fatty acids. That's what I couldn't remember. Yeah.
It's right there in the book.
Short chain fatty acids. Yeah, and those trigger the GLP-1.
Right. And that's why, foods, songs are the books are the food, songs are the vitamins. If we just go to the TRT and the butt cheeks, I think it'll help folks out.
Look, Paul said it right there. See?
Wait a minute. I
What?
thought we were supposed to have a inky music segment in KeMedicine. Like that was
We spoke to the
we haven't had that segment yet.
I know
That segment-
we spoke to the executives in the back office. They said they wanted to skip
executives
that.
in the back office.
They said we're gonna have to pass on that segment and just keep it science. Just keep it
The
science.
executives in the back office that are also meeting this weekend.
HotepJesus.com.
Interesting.
Don't worry, your 5% will be in the mail in short order. As I said, we're gonna get you a Honda Civic, you know what I'm saying? Hatchback, 97, automatic windshield wipers. We take care of you.
Making people smell that good. It's not gonna make it.
We're gonna sign Inky to the 560 deal.
That's that Puff Daddy raping you records, Jones. Actually, no. Because at least with Puff, you can hear the music. Now, you might not get paid off the music, but at least people can hear the music. I mean, man, this just baby oil central. Crazy.
Can't find it on Apple Music.
Oh.
He don't got it on streaming. He got it on YouTube. I told him create a dedicated YouTube channel to just music, and he could probably get stupid paid off of it.
But we have one.
Oh, you did make a dedicated one?
Yeah.
Oh shit. There we go.
Dr. Inky's Jet School page.
You said what?
It's Dr. Inky's Jet School page.
He don't listen, chat. He don't listen.
Tell y'all something, man.
That's that
No, you don't
125th
listen
Street.
because you ain't even heard the song yet. See how listening go? Have you heard the song?
Crazy.
Have you heard the song?
Markel them Futures is coming down. I'm looking at the 15-minute candle now. Them futures. The 1 hour strong though. We got a count that just started up. Looks like it's still gonna go up actually, looking at the 1 hour candle. Anyway, let's go to our next topic. Our next topic is on, damn, I got these booty pictures. Yeah. Okay, Tanai posted something. Pray for Oxford. What is this?
This is just videos from the ice storm, so I want people to really see, like, because there's been a lot of people that's been on social media saying, "Oh, the storm was overblown." It's like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's look at some videos from like what ice storms actually do.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, they scammed us to go to the grocery store."
Yeah, it's definitely not a scam.
People said that the storm was overblown.
Yeah,
That's
wow. This looked like a tornado hit it.
But you know the problem with that is that's because people don't have the ability to empathize. So because
Oh, stop right there. Stop right there. Oh, thank you. This is what happened to Andrew Pretty and Renee Goods. This is exactly what happened with them. People have, say it again, people have what?
Lost the ability to empathize.
Oh my God. Why? How?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Why and how? Why and how did they lose that ability?
That's the internet.
The internet?
Yeah, everybody makes fun of everything on the internet. Everything's a meme. Everything's a
I think
joke.
people were getting numb long before the internet. I think
No, but it's the internet has definitely accelerated it because it's in your face all the time. Like you have to look at it,
definitely
right?
accelerated it.
You have to
Definitely
look at it.
accelerated it. I
Every
agree with
time
that.
something major happens, there's memes about it within 30 seconds.
In fact,
So like everything is a joke. Like nothing is real. And you have to look at it like this too. We've reduced the amount of daily friction that we have in our lives, right? And what I mean by friction is most of the time for you to have a conversation with somebody or for you to get food, for you to, have some kind of meaningful interaction, you had to get out the house, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that no more. All you gotta do is get on your phone, you get on, PSN network, you can get on the internet, whatever, and you can instantly have a conversation with somebody. Same thing with food, DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever. Same thing with dating apps, Tinder,
what's the
Bumble,
PSN network? What is that?
PlayStation Network. So all of the meaningful things that you would come into contact with just from doing human things, you don't see that stuff anymore. So the friction you would have to go to get ready for a date, the friction you would have to go through to go to the grocery store, the friction that you would have to go through to get to work, all of these things have been eliminated. So the meaningful interactions that you would have with people on a daily basis that humanizes them, we don't have those anymore. Not on the scale that we used to. People used to ride the bus to work, or people would listen to morning shows on their commute to work. So you would hear real stories from real people. You would interact with real people. Now everything happens behind the screen. When everything happens behind the screen, you can just turn the screen off so nothing feels real. So when nothing feels real, everything's a joke. So when everything is a joke, you don't have to feel empathy for anything because you can just turn the screen off. But when you realize that you've been living in the neighborhood for 20 years and every day, you walk down, you go check on, your neighbors down the street, or y'all get together and have block parties, y'all get together and have cookouts. Like I remember growing up and doing stuff like that. Nobody does stuff like that anymore. We don't have we don't have human interactions with each other. So how can you ask people to be human towards each other? Like that just
Because
doesn't.
instead of a cookout, first of all, people get shot at the cookouts, and people can just make food at their house and then cash app each other.
Again, you're reducing the social friction. You're reducing the people having to get up and go and do something, exit your house to get some kind of need or want met.
Yeah. And it allows the disrespect threshold to be a lot higher because the chances of you actually bumping into that person
Are slim to none because it's behind the screen.
might not even be in your city. You can just go crazy.
But if you walked up on somebody in real life like that, as antisocial and parasocial as people are now, nobody's doing that in real life.
Yeah.
But isn't
But
it?
they feel bold behind to do it behind the screen because they know that there's likely no consequence for it.
But isn't it repetition? Like seeing, like if you see a dead body over and over again, you see somebody get shot over and over and over and over and over again. After a while, you get desensitized, right?
Absolutely, you get
Not exactly. No.
No, you do.
Not
You
exactly.
definitely do.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Not in the sense of losing empathy. It depends on the person how it affects you. It's possible it can affect you like that, but seeing loss of life can actually go in the opposite direction because when you learn how fragile life is, it can actually make you appreciate life even that much more. Sometimes not seeing any violence, not seeing loss of life ever up close and personal has that effect of making you believe it can't happen. or making you think that humans are tougher than humans actually are, or like so there is scenarios where you can get over traumatized and desensitized, but that may make your stomach for looking at certain things stronger, but it doesn't always necessarily devalue human life to you. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what's making people more empathetic? I mean, less empathetic.
I think tonight touched on something real with the internet. But I
Yeah.
think it's a lot of things. I think it's movies. I think it is the lack of parenting. I think it's the lack of ritual and tradition. I think it is the erosion of religion.
I know what the problem is.
But yeah, that's why I was trying to get to who's Renee, Petty, and the other person.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. You ready?
Wait. Before you tell us the problem, tell us them two people.
Renee Good,
Yeah.
Andrew Preety.
Okay.
You wanna know what the problem is?
Wait, but who's those people? What
They
happened to
dead.
them?
They die at the hands of ICE.
Okay. Okay, now tell us them. Okay.
The problem is America.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
America lacks empathy. If you are an American, you are probably one of the worst people to ever be on this planet.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and disagree.
Ah,
But I'm going to agree to disagree. So I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'm just going to disagree, voice my protest, and move out of your way. Go ahead.
Americans are scum of the earth.
Woo!
Yeah.
I just want to add a little bit more disagreement to my disagreement. That's all. Just whatever, like power of two. I just want to multiply my disagreement.
And I think if you went to other parts of the world, they would test higher on the empathy scale, which comes back to culture and upbringing.
Maybe not. There are places in the world where people eat people. I'm just saying. Let's not assume.
That's not exactly a bad thing sometimes.
All right. I just want to take a moment of the show right now to just apologize to the chat for this show. Just want to apologize to the viewers. I have created this HJ for this evening. I was a little tardy. HJ decided to kick me in the ding ding. And it's been quite cranky for the entire...
Keisha, I know you ain't talking all the crazy shit you say in the chat. You talking about
minutes.
some no. Wait, what? My European friend said San Francisco is like Europe, so your guess is accurate. What's his guess? I thought you was going to say somewhere in Europe, tea and crumpets. San Francisco, we got kind of zesty. Yeah, they definitely got zesty. No, listen. You gotta remember.
Did you say it never got zesty in San Francisco? You gotta
remember. Look at the content that Americans consume. My generation, of all generations.
Are you saying it's not zesty in San Francisco? I just want to get a yes.
It is absolutely zesty in San Francisco.
Okay, there you go. Back
you get a whiff of gay program as soon as you get off the plane.
Okay, back to regular schedule program.
So, my generation, what did we grow up on? I mean, I grew up on South Park was a big hit when I was a kid. Cartman, the Simpsons, Beavis and Butthead. Now, what about this type of content? I mean, China doesn't even allow America to export that content to their country, right? They care enough about their citizens.
But you know what?
America creates some of the worst culture you will ever see. That's why I say even the Aborigines or whoever it is that's eating people, these niggas not watching The Simpsons.
What just happened right there?
They not watching The Simpsons. They don't have that type of culture.
Hey, the Aborigines is not eating people. Okay?
Well, whoever eating the people, okay? First of all, half the times when they eating people, they eating white men. And the white man is the colonizer. This stuff happens in Papua New Guinea. So I'm familiar with this, and the white man need to leave. Anyway, Same thing in South Africa. The white man in South Africa getting his ass whooped, talking about, oh, why you doing this to us? Why you, nigga, hold the fuck up? Didn't y'all come here as conquerors and set up shop? Now you getting your, anyway, I'm getting off track. Coming back.
And I'm confused. I just want y'all at home to know that I'm in between disagreement and confusion. So I just don't, the views and opinions.
Listen, the content that we grew up on, like SpongeBob. You ever watch a SpongeBob episode?
Let me just say this. I think that parents have the right to not allow certain types of content into their home. And I think there's a big difference between
TV.
black comedy and white comedy.
There's definitely a huge difference between black
and
comedy.
I think that some of what has gotten out of control centers around the idea of white comedy. Not all of, not most of, I'm not doing percentages, but there is some of the content that has gotten out of control centers around the concept of what white people think is funny. So a lot of times what white people think is funny, if we're talking about how we grew up, black folks will find offensive.
Right.
We weren't really into like slapstick. If somebody fell down and injured they self, we was thinking, get them a hospital. That's not funny. Don't record that. Yo, who's recording that? Like we get offended even for the person. We don't even know who the person is. We get offended for the person.
Mm-hmm.
But that's born out of slapstick. So even when you go to where you had it, the explosion start, you would have to go to America's Funniest Home Videos, and then you would have to go to shows like Jackass.
Oh, Jackass was terrible.
But then but look, that culminates in the Paul brothers. You know,
Right.
like getting your jaw broken for $100 million is that extension of that.
Jackass created this whole streamer culture. Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say the whole culture, but most of it, because the idea of pranks, again, that's not a part of black culture or black humor. Because typically we get violent when you do a prank on us. Like that's
no, that's real. Especially your parents, like what's the show Ben Margera had where he would like relentlessly prank it. He would do some wild
Tom
shit.
Green.
Tom Green was kind of was in that bubble too. But I'm specifically thinking about Ben Margera. I can vividly remember one episode. I can't remember what the name of the show was, but his parents, I think, were sleeping, and Bam had like a night vision camera on, and he came in there with I think it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Came in there with like a bullhorn. They came in there with drums and cymbals. They like shooting the bullhorn off, and like the parent like, and it's
even crazier.
So you can see like his dad like roll out the bed, the mom jump up out the bed like all startled.
Disrespecting the parents.
Bro, you do that in a black household if you want to, boy. You getting 30 nights of ass whooping. There's no way you're getting away with that untouched.
But no, wait, tonight. You can't
Viva La Bam.
Right, but you can't. No. Wait a minute. You can't whoop a kid's ass that's purposely jumping off the roof, breaking their leg for content. They're already hurting themselves for money, so you can't hurt the kid.
Your parents will whoop your ass in the hospital after you do that.
That's a fact. That is
right, but we would not enjoy pain. Like we're not hurting ourselves on purpose to film as comedy. Like I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, yo, tonight, listen, next episode of KeMedicine, this is what we're going to do. So I got the arrow gun. No, I got a real bow and arrow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot you in the butt cheeks. And you're probably going to get like 1,000 stitches, but it's going to be crazy. We're going viral. Like, but that's a part of that type of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so black comedy is more like self-deprecation. You talk about failing relationships, struggling, things like that. So somebody might think that it's not much difference in that because you're talking about mental and emotional pain versus demonstrating physical pain. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand the flip side of the argument where somebody would go, yeah, but it's not much different. You're selling pain for whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I can get it from that perspective, but I just think when it gets out of control, you get people used to laughing at other people like physically hurting themselves.
Yeah.
That starts a slippery slope in terms of empathy because now you're training yourself and you're training your children. When you see somebody get hurt, don't have an instinct to rush to help, have an instinct to laugh, or even worse, record it so that many people can laugh long term. Like, not rush to help, but rush to record. You know what I'm saying? And you even see that with stuff that pops up on the internet, like people go to pull their phone out before they go to help. You know what I'm saying? That's the first
Yeah,
instinct
that's
now
kind
when
of
you see
wild.
somebody in trouble is to
Yeah.
pull your phone out and record it. Somebody getting killed, record it.
Yeah.
Girl getting raped, record it.
Yeah.
Like don't yell, don't rush over the fight, don't even throw a stick or a rock
Record
over
it.
there.
Wait, hold on a
Just
second.
record
Wait.
it and then drop it onto your social media monetized page
Yeah.
for the come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that there's a space where it starts with slapstick comedy gone wrong, and then it gets to a space where you lose.
So white people killed empathy.
No, I'm not going to say that.
That's what you said.
I'm saying white comedy contributed to the loss of empathy because
Okay,
of
all right.
the type of comedy where people are busting, like breaking bones and getting stitches, like planning it in advance. Like, yeah, so what you're gonna do is you probably just break your arm or maybe dislocate your shoulder, but I'm telling you, we're going viral. Like that type of mindset right there began, some of the erosion. And then you have to couple in first person shooter games.
Uh-oh, he coming for the games. I knew this was gonna happen.
No, I mean, if we're talking about contributors, I'm just saying contributors. You have to add that in. You know what I'm saying?
Grand
And
Theft
then,
Auto.
well, I'm not saying Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm
We're gonna
saying?
leave that out of the conversation.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Just saying, Grand Theft Auto.
You cannot talk about first person shooters and leave Grand Theft Auto out. That is absurd.
But
You
here's
can
what I'll say is a bigger.
every single vice in real life on Grand Theft Auto, like all of them. You can do all of them. You can simulate all of them. So we gotta
moving forward. What I will
He
say,
keep waiting on Grand Theft Auto 6. He like, look, do not delay.
he got it pre-ordered.
I would like to play Grand Theft Auto. But here's what I'm saying. I think that the turns that rap made after the fake meeting, which may have very well been a real meeting, but it is a now legendary meeting of the record execs with some of the soon to become record execs about partnering up with the private prisons and getting more violent
Ain't no
and
pepperoni
drug
left?
talk in the music so
Huh?
that they could increase
Damn.
the amount of people going to prison. I think so. I think rap, I think listening to violence. Now, I think that rap has contributed heavy. I think that because I grew
Wow.
up in a household where,
Now we blaming it on black folks. So white folks, black folks. Keep going.
well,
These two things got something in common, but continue.
proud to be an American.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Stand up next to you. Just relax.
I'm gonna just point out too that
But I grew up listening to the Headbangers Ball, so I can't say that it's just rap music. It's just rap music has its own particular type of violence, which may be more geared to the youth, as opposed to like the Headbangers Ball where they were playing like, you know what I'm saying, like I got something to say, nah. I raped your baby today. Doesn't matter much to me as long as she's dead.
what song is that?
Right. What is that?
Any of the heavy metal fans, they know them songs. I got something to
as
say,
a person that
and
has
then
listened to heavy
I
metal
raped your
before,
mother
I
today.
want to know
Doesn't matter
what song
much
that
to
is.
me as long as
I gotta
she's
know.
dead. Yeah. Those
Now
are actual lyrics.
I kind of co-sign that to an extent because country music is actually there's a lot of violent country songs but it doesn't hit the same way because we don't recognize the musical cadence. But there's a lot of violent country songs too.
Mm.
There's violent heavy metal songs. There's violent rap songs. And there are certain people in certain communities that, get behind these things being propagated throughout other communities, and somehow they don't let it touch their community. So, HJ Eyes
Whoa,
get big because
whoa,
he
whoa, whoa!
know.
Time
Hey,
out. Wait a second.
hey,
Hold on. Wait.
I'm offended.
I just want to put that out
Kanye,
there.
are you going on a Kanye rant?
I'm not
Chad,
going on. I'm just speaking facts.
Chad,
I mean, y'all can just go on. You can just go look at names and see who owns what.
Chad,
That'll be really
Wow.
obvious what's going on.
Chad, hold on a second. Time out. This is KeMedicine. We just, oh my God.
Right. He trying to attack Netanyahu. Like, what are we doing?
Well, no, who said anything about Netanyahu? I said
That's
nothing
crazy.
like that. I just said there are certain people behind things that's documented, and you can go look it up. And they
Lord
benefit,
Jesus.
and, their kids don't have to listen to it. So
Well, if that's the case, audience, he's talking about QCP and WAC 100. That's who he's talking about. Because clearly academics and little baby got a scrap.
It's crazy, Chad.
but all this is important because then eventually in the music they'll put in the obesity gene. They'll tell the music will make you think that you're just fat because there's
Right. Come on. Let's let Oprah got something to do with this. Oprah got some of the blame to shoulder.
Well, I mean, it's
She could have
all
opened up
social
a school
media.
in Chicago. Hold up. Oprah could have opened up a school in Chicago. She put her money in the middle of Africa somewhere. Yeah. So
That's true. That did happen.
Oprah's that part.
That little African girls.
She over there grooming with her pedophile buddies. Oprah might be in the Epstein list. Who knows?
They called him Tanai West in the chat.
So I just make observations. That's all. I mean, and eventually that may get you locked up for some kind of crime. But for right now, thinking and associating things is free. So I suggest you use your brain power to do that. I mean, patterns are patterns for a reason.
This is nasty work, chat. The gremlins done got Tanai.
No,
going crazy.
Just basic reading.
Views and opinions.
The meter, chat.
The
The
views
the
and
jail
opinions.
meter is off the hook right now. That shit is. That needle
Views and
jumping.
opinions.
It's not. Listen, it's not all, but when it happens, it's one. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I just feel like
So white
like
folks and their
8 minutes
slapstick comedy.
let's not recap. Let's just go to another segment. This
Niggas
segment
and
has gotten
music.
out of control. This segment's gotten out of control. I just want to come in and
Music.
Come on, hey!
Television.
This segment has gotten out of control, sir.
You know
No
what?
need
You
to
know what?
double
All
down.
these things have in common. They came from America.
So there was a dead white
Hotep,
guy
you're a
who had
genius.
got
Hotep
shot.
Jesus.
Let's
I
just
mean,
get back to
I'm
that.
gonna be honest. HJ kind of got a point.
Oh Jesus!
He does.
I got to get out of here.
I wanted.
This is wild.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wanted to argue against this and say that it's not American culture, but when you say it like that, it's kind of hard to disagree.
We produced this shit. England ain't produced rap music and all that. England had Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean was funny and he didn't have to do nothing stupid.
Mr. Bean was extremely dry English humor.
He was, but he was
extremely dry.
He was definitely dry, but it was funny. It was funny. You know, this is exclusively an American thing. We have too much freedom.
I just want to say there's lots of wholesome rap music as well as wholesome heavy metal music.
Yeah, it is, but it's not pushed through the mainstream. So, I mean,
well, who's in charge of that tonight,
that's
Wes?
a real good question. Who is in charge of that? Y'all want to elaborate and shed some light on it?
HJ is adjacent to those folks.
Did you hear about the white dude that got shot?
There we go. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Finally got him around to see things. Now let's get to some. There we go. Now what happened is if you're taking the GLP, it's not going to help you out. Now see, that's when now Oprah need to get him GLP shots to Gail because I feel like Gail probably on TRT. This is what happens when we don't listen to TRT in your butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. We need to hit the share screen.
I'm about to bring up the next story. This one's nasty. This story is nasty, chat. Let's bring it up on the screen. Hold on a second. Where did I save it? Okay, here. Yo, Domino's got the best pizza, I'm telling you right now. As far as like fast food pizza.
Wow. You see, this is the loop. This is wow. So you attack American culture and praise the Popeyes chicken and the Domino's pizza. And just
my conditioning has been conditioned.
Just trying to understand.
I'm a victim here.
Correct, because we are trapped in America.
We are Africans trapped in America.
Africans trapped in America on Popeyes and Domino's. That is correct.
Thor Torrance says, told you years ago, stop wasting your money on these. Eggs are the detox waste product that come out of female birds' asshole.
All right. The detox waste product. I just can't. Detox waste product. It comes out of female birds.
Asshole. It comes out of their rectum.
The detox waste product is wild.
Why is that wild?
The reproductive organs is a detox waste product. That's crazy. We should have another story behind that. There's another. What's next? That one wasn't.
Does it come out of their butt? It don't come out of their butt, right?
Come on, HJ. We've got to have another story. What the hell are we doing, man? No. That's not a good story. We should not discuss that.
I'm not done. This is just the beginning. We're just getting warmed up.
We should be done with that. We shouldn't continue with that. That is terrible.
They're not
I
healthy.
feel like you're trying to bolster your American culture argument because you're gonna highlight like a blithering idiot and then like, oh, see, this is what I'm saying because American culture has produced this guy. He thinks you shit eggs out of your asshole. Like this is. I feel like this is cheating. I feel like cheating right now.
It says they are not healthy for you.
Wait a minute. Chat. Y'all really prefer to hear eggs coming out of your asshole than listen to TRT in your butt cheeks? This is crazy. That's wild. I don't even understand the chat tonight. The chat is anti-inky.
Oh, man.
It says they are not healthy for you. They're only good for making money. Real hens in nature lay 10 eggs a year. You are never supposed to eat them every day.
How many eggs a hen lays per year has nothing to do with the appetite of another species. What the hell is happening right now? There's no part of anything that person's communicating that is actually scientific.
None of that was science?
None. Well, might have qualified as the science of social media posting. Like it might have qualified as scientifically juicy clickbait.
That definitely has some razzle dazzle on it.
Man.
That's one, I'm gonna be honest.
That was rhinestoned up.
That's one reason I don't really like Twitter anymore. Because everything is engagement slot for people to get paid and build an audience. And
everything looks like Charleston White's new outfits.
But it's just, I remember when I was building my account on Twitter, and you had to like people follow me because I talk about science in an unconventional way, but like everything I talked about was real, you know, and I could articulate it in a way that people hadn't heard it before.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see the same like 8 or 9 topics just recycled constantly by 40, 50 different people. They use a couple different words here and there, and it's all written to be super inflammatory. It's always written from a us versus them standpoint because it's all marketing. Like it's all
Well, hold
like
on,
I'm
wait.
not. Oh, wait. Let me finish the point.
Fair enough.
Everything that is written on X now is written to get Elon bucks.
Yep.
Period. Nobody is actually writing anything on there that is truly engaging, that is truly thought worthy, that is truly pushing the envelope of thought, because that stuff doesn't sell, because people can't read. And because people can't read,
There you go.
everything is written in such a way that is marketed to be as inflammatory as possible. There's a bunch of half truths, and they'll sprinkle a little bit of, hey, this is why you should do this, but this is why you should do it the way I'm saying how to do it.
Right.
And it's just like like I don't even like looking at my timeline anymore. I don't like looking at the stuff that gets brought into my timeline. I don't really like looking at, just the general stuff that goes on X anymore, because everything feels so fake. There's no passion. Like there's one, like going back to the ice storm, there's one AI picture that everybody has been retweeting. And I'm sitting here looking at it like, it's obvious this is AI. You have trees like growing out of a car, but because people are so thirsty to get paid and get engagement, they just put obvious fake AI slop on the internet just to get engagement. And people do the same thing with these posts on X, and it's so disingenuous. It doesn't really help anybody. The only thing it does at the end of the day is feed the algorithm. But it's feeding the algorithm. It's feeding the algorithm bullshit, and nobody's really learning anything. It's all the same regurgitated stuff that me and maybe like 3 or 4 other people in that space have said like 10 years ago. Like I really science and health X is not what it used to be. Period. Like there's nobody over there that's really doing anything that is worth
Health
it.
X.
Yeah, there's nobody over there that's really doing anything because it's all the same topics. Like everybody's still regurgitating stuff that people were writing on the timeline 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
Health X?
you know how you have like different sectors of X? You got like, health X, stock X, fitness X, money X. Like there's different little pockets that you fit into on X based on what your content is.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So that's part of the branding.
You know who said this was going to happen tonight?
You do.
Hotep Jesus?
Absolutely.
The minute Elon said he was going to incentivize people and pay for tweets, I said, "Oh no,
that's it. It's cooked."
Oh no, we are.
Well, no.
done.
I think that it goes beyond that, because a part of losing the ability to empathize comes with losing your own self-value. So as your self-value drops, or what your perceived value of yourself is drops, your perceived value of others drops.
That's a bar.
So I think that plays a big role in this situation. And so people don't realize that the most valuable thing on earth is attention, your mind, and the direction of your mind. Attention. That's what people pay for.
Yeah.
So even Elon, he's paying for attention. You know what I'm saying? The commercials, they pay for attention. Athletes are not getting $500 million because they know how to play baseball or basketball. They're getting paid $500 million because they can galvanize X amount of people's attention span for, an hour or 2 hours, whatever their given sport is. And then people have a window into your mind in a post or pre-hypnotic space because you've been tranquilized or mystified by the sport, and now they can drop programming in.
Yep.
It's attention harvesting. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Nasty out here, man. I can't stand it. 2 years ago, Alchemist? Yeah, it's been about 2 years since I said that, yeah.
I want to get that rant off my chest for a while. Because every time the people always say, like, oh, why don't you post on Twitter anymore? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Because this place fucking sucks, dog. Like, all this shit on here is recycled. You know how many times I've gone on Twitter? I've looked at something. I was like, I said something about this like 8 years ago. And like, this is just getting recycled again. And it's like, people aren't stupid, you know? And you can say, oh, well, new people are being exposed to the information. And that may be true. But I see stuff like word for word, bar for bar, and I'm just like, this is insane. Like, this is crazy. Like, y'all can't come up with another way to say this. Like, I literally got to sit here and look at old takes that I had like 8-9 years ago just get recycled on the timeline. It's just like nothing. And so many people from that era that don't tweet anymore because it's the same thing. Like, everybody looks at this and like why are we doing this? Like, there's no reason to even put this information out anymore because somebody's just gonna steal it and monetize it. Like, so it's just like what's the point? Like, what's the point? Like, it's so hard to build a genuine, especially with AI now. Like, it's so hard to build a genuine audience, and then the way that they engineer the algorithm, it has to be subscriber, it has to be advertiser friendly. Some of the stuff that we used to say back in the day was not going to be advertiser friendly, but people liked it because it was real and it was authentic.
Right.
You felt like you knew who that person was. Like, you felt like just from reading tweets or reading their threads, like you knew, like, okay, damn, if I met HJ in person, like, this is who he's gonna be. If I met Tanai in person, this is who he's gonna be. If I met Inky in person, this is who he's gonna be. You can't tell that from people now because everything is written for an algorithm. Like, nothing is real. Like, nothing is authentic anymore. You don't see people's passion come through the things that they talk about anymore. It's all fake. It's all fake engagement slop. I hate it. I hate it.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Only 2% of that fakeness is coming from real people. Most of the people are actually NPCs. We have a world full of NPCs.
Are you saying bots?
No. Non-player characters. This is non-player characters.
Oh, we're familiar with the term, Inky. We know what that means, but
I like how he broke it down. Like, we had heard of like what an NPC is.
like he putting us up on some information.
Well, let me tell you like this, like, quick, young blood. They got this term out here called NPC.
It's wild out here. Well, you would know that NPCs is not the bots then, Mr. We Familiar.
But you're
so what
a
I'm
boomer,
saying is,
so that's why I was like, do you know what term you're using?
Oh, so you used it incorrect and out of context and then assume that would be the way to correct or check if I'm using it in context.
I'm asking to clarify. Who are the NPCs?
Got you. So what I'm saying is the problem starts with calculators.
Oh, here we
go. The problem
go.
starts with calculators, right? We began to outsource counting. From outsourcing counting, we have moved all the way up to the point we at today where we've outsourced reading. We've outsourced writing. We've outsourced remembering. Now we're outsourcing thinking. So it's not just the algorithms, but we allow the computers to write, read, count, think, remember, process information, come up with new ideas. Like, we allow the computer to, we've totally allowed the computers to take over our place. We don't do the human thing anymore. It's not even just humans interacting. Like, so social media, the idea originally was humans are interacting with each other long distance through technology.
How do you tie this in with the NPCs? Because when I think of what's happening on the timeline, I think of Thor. Like, would you Like Thor's the guy that wrote that said eggs and waste product. Is he an NPC or the followers of the NPC?
I would say that he's not an NPC. That is a genuine idiot. Yeah, no computer could come up with anything that stupid. That is genuine. That's an idiot.
All right, so that's pure human slop.
That's human slop right there.
Okay.
Or maybe he just wrote something outrageously stupid on purpose as a rant. Maybe that is actually an intelligent person that was having a rant in a sarcastic context.
You're saying my theory in a different way, because what I said was the internet was great when everybody didn't have access to it. Like MySpace. I remember MySpace, like your hood homies had to come to your house to check their messages. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have computers. And that's when... Huh?
You had to have a college email address to sign up for Facebook.
Had to have a college email to sign up for Facebook. Like the world was better when the internet was sort of gate kept.
I don't know. Tonight, does that sound gatekeeper adjacent right there?
It is gatekeeping.
Man, sometimes, like, again,
But no, this is what I'm saying. Look, but before we go away, let me answer your question. What I'm saying is the reason why that has created NPCs, right, is because NPCs don't have a mind of their own. They're the mindless zombies walking around out here.
Yes.
They don't think. So this is why I'm saying it started with people outsourcing counting. Now you don't count for yourself. You don't read for yourself. You don't write for yourself. You don't process information for yourself. You don't remember things for yourself. Like we don't brain anymore. Like our brain is, we're just reduced down to instinctual pets in a cage where it's just hungry, eat, sex, sleep. We're not doing the things that, that make us a human anymore.
So I mean, I agree with that to an extent, but the problem is there's always been propaganda and people have always been susceptible to it. So that speaks to something deeper on a human psychological level that you can't really explain by just saying, oh, they're NPC because we outsource this. Now, well, I do agree that it has been made worse because the average person that's outsourcing this is not replacing that activity with something else. If you are outsourcing something, it's because you need to replace it with something else that you are trying to train to get better at, or that you are already good at, so that you can double down on it.
Right. Wait. But that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is not outsourcing one or even two of those items. I'm saying
it's multiple now.
Outsourcing
I agree with that.
all of them.
But what I'm saying is that people would still fall victim to bad opinions because it's not really about outsourcing thinking. It's about hitting psychological triggers. That's true for everybody. Everybody has the same psychological triggers, whether or not we want to admit it or not. That's what marketing is.
Right.
It's hitting the same psychological trigger that everybody has.
Yeah.
But hitting it in a way that speaks to their pain point. That doesn't have anything to do with
that's
how
where
they
I
think
disagree.
about
I disagree.
Well,
how could you
guys
disagree?
disagree with like sales psychology then because everything we do is emotional and then we justify it on the back end with logic.
Listen, but hold on. Listen, let me explain to you why I disagree with it.
Okay.
Because I'm from a background of going through them sales classes and multi-level marketing and all that stuff back in the days. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because that is a part of what people are getting numb to. So a lot of those traditional things and tapping into people, NPCs don't respond to they don't have those same psychological triggers because it's all triggering. They go down a timeline of trigger. Like it's just a trickle of trigger. It's
the NPCs have the most. They are most susceptible.
That's what's making them NPCs.
Right. No, like you what?
Okay, let him finish this point. Because I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's 100%.
I don't think NPCs really care about anything to get passionate about, except for their base instincts.
I could trigger them right now.
Outside of their base instincts?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, go ahead.
You can
How?
definitely trigger NPC outside of their base instincts. Like, you just have to
With
figure out
what?
like what they're interested in.
Go
Yeah.
give me an example. With what? What are you going to trigger an
The whole
NPC with?
Minnesota shit. You know, see, there's a lot of
Word.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of NPCs triggered by that.
I totally disagree.
Wait, what?
I disagree.
The Minnesota thing has exposed a lot of NPCs.
I disagree.
Especially people that don't think that they are NPCs because they're using the same talking points that people.
I think
from
it
the
has
Planet
exposed
use.
NPCs, but I feel like it's base instincts. I don't feel like this
What do you
is
mean base instincts?
because I don't think that anybody is really thinking that's triggered. I don't think that thinking people are triggered by what's happening over there.
That's the point of getting triggered. You're taking you out of your logical mind so that you react emotionally.
Right.
That's the point of being triggered.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the logic though.
There is no logic. That's what he just
Nah.
said.
So you agreeing with me then?
No, you're disagreeing with us.
Nah, because what I'm saying is these are not thinking people from the get-go.
Which,
So I'm saying
I've
if you take a
discovered a
thinking,
new
articulate,
archetype.
hold on. What I'm saying is yes, you can take a thinking and articulate person and trick them off their square and make them argue and get emotional. Yes, I totally agree with that. But I'm saying these people that are not thinking people, that are not articulate
Strong
people.
Dad, Shaka, Sonny, y'all all got the same traits. I'm starting to see shit line up now. Y'all got the same
Well, you know
traits.
what? I'm gonna say this. I don't really mind being in that group. So I don't know where you're going with it, but I don't
It's a
mind
good group
being
to be
that
in.
group.
It's a good group to be
I don't mind
in.
being in that group. I'm all right with that group. Right?
It's a good group to be in, but I'm starting to get,
How many of us is it? Because I feel like we could take anybody else's 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do?
I feel like there's somebody else missing. But it's like somebody says something that you actually agree with, but you decide to debate it. And it's just like, wait, we just said the same thing. How are you debating this? Like Sonny does that all the time.
Nah, because
Shaka does that all the time. Strong Dad does it all the time.
Your approach may be a little,
So it's us.
Yeah. Clearly.
We literally said it is an emotional trigger. Tanai says it takes you out of your logic. You go, nah, there's no logic there.
Well, this is what I'm saying. A white man got shot in Minneapolis today. So how do you feel about that, HJ?
Let's ask the NPCs that are associated.
Yo, what in the chat if you watched him do that, yo? Tanai literally said
I don't care what they have to say in the chat. They don't even want to hear TRT in your butt cheeks. Period. They have no opinion tonight. The hell with the chat.
The NPCs literally have no brain, which what makes them NPCs. They can't think.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
That they can't think, so they can't be tricked out of position. They're already NPCs.
No, you hit them in the emotions, and then they justify it with logic.
Base instinct.
That's why I was asking you, what do you mean by base instinct?
Right.
That's a question. What do you mean by base instinct?
That's what I'm saying.
Inky got cloned too? Inky might have got cloned like 2 episodes
Okay, so
back.
where is Inky's clone at? Like where are they gonna show his clone at? So we
That
got
nigga's clone
Inky
is
in Detroit.
It's buried in the 10 feet of snow somewhere in Detroit. The Inky got trapped
like that
in
Inky
snow.
clone is in the Bahamas somewhere, like watching this on a secluded island.
That's crazy. That the clone get to be in Bahamas and I'm here in Michigan. Y'all got this thing. This is wow. How my clone is in Bahamas in the snow.
You are the clone.
Okay. And the real Inky is in Bahamas. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I like that storyline.
You are the clone. That's the issue.
I like that storyline.
We're winding down now. Another episode of KeMedicine. We got 4 minutes left here.
We got any labels that need to be checked tonight?
We're gonna check the Domino's pizza label. Domino's. How do you spell Domino's? Domino's.
It's a guarantee they got
Pizza.
natural flavors.
This is absurd.
They definitely got
Ingredients.
natural flavors and phthalates.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell you, but I think some of my students from my medchem class actually watched that episode about the phthalates because I had one of my colleagues come up to me and say something about it.
Shout out to the university kids.
They might be watching tonight's episode. If they are.
Well, hopefully they all got power.
They
Hopefully
all
they all got power.
Yeah, they all got power.
We getting
hopefully.
watched by the university. You know what I mean? That's how you brush up on your studies. You know what I
And
mean?
them kids all want to, it's a guarantee when you get back to work, they're going to put you in your place tonight. They're going to be like, listen, next time we want to hear TRT in your butt cheeks. They're going to let you know about yourself. They're going to let you know about yourself. Because they wanted to hear that.
They
did not want to hear that.
They definitely wanted to hear that.
No, they didn't.
They did not.
That's crazy.
Gemini's trash sometimes. I might have to go to Gronk.
Wow.
Just list the. I hate when you got to do this with AI. AI is so stupid. It'd be like, yo, listen. I'd be like, yo, give me the ingredients of Domino's Pizza. Well, Domino's Pizza was created in 1791 by a gentleman. It's like, nigga, I ain't ask you for all of that, yo.
You see, look at that. Same reaction he be having reading my book. That's exactly what he be having. That's exactly what happens right there. That part right there.
Facts.
He's going in there for information. And it's way too much information.
It's too much information.
I didn't ask you for all this information.
That's facts. That's facts. There's too much information.
That's crazy right there. I'm going to get HJ a comic book.
Lauren said, leave my butt cheeks out of this, please.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is there TRT in your butt cheeks, Lauren? This is crazy.
All right, let's see. We got enriched flour, wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, and folic acid. Any issues there so far?
Besides the synthetic B vitamins, we're going to just roll with it.
Where's the synthetic B vitamins?
The folic acid and the thiamine.
What's wrong with that?
Pretty much what you read there is.
What's wrong with it?
Some of it is in an unusable form for your body.
So, what is your body gonna like take it and cause DNA damage or something?
I wouldn't say that. It's your body's not gonna utilize it.
I was about to say I wouldn't go that far, but some of it could be toxic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it will accumulate and become toxic.
Hold on. Wait a minute. This is a scam. Tonight, stop answering HJ. Don't say nothing else to HJ for the rest of this show. Did you see how he tried to set you up? You see, I love you tonight. Let me just let you know that. Brother to brother, I love you. You see, and I tries to save you every time you go out there on the limb. Now, after you told this man, we got college kids listening, he getting ready to violate Domino's Pizza like that ain't 99% they whole diet program throughout college. This is crazy. They eating Domino's Pizza and ramen noodles, and he getting ready to do. I feel like Domino's. This is what I'm gonna say about Domino's.
It gets worse.
I feel like Domino's is a highly affordable food substance that people can use.
Food substance is crazy.
To get by for your studies, like
it is a highly affordable, quick combination of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats and other substances that you can use to get you over the hump while studying and working on being your best self.
Okay, water, soybean oil, and canola oil.
Don't let the seed oil enthusiasts read about that.
Okay, that's another red flag. What's the?
I feel like water is very good for you. Just water is great.
What about the soybean oil?
Wait a minute, hold on. They got water in there, so let's just make sure that we're giving as much kudos as we are thumbs down. So water is in there. Water is great for you guys as you're studying, getting your studies on. You need to stay hydrated.
Soybean oil.
You're breaking up a little bit. Let's go to the next.
I think I heard a plane fly overhead, maybe some trees exploding in the background.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Next ingredient.
Sugar.
Well, I think that adds a little bit of deliciousness to the macros.
Salt.
Definitely add some deliciousness to the
Definitely adds some deliciousness. It counterbalances the sugar. So, you know, you add the sugar, the salt, and the oil, and it's a tasty treat.
Yeast.
Mm.
We could just go to the next ingredient.
Dough conditioners.
Oh, wow.
They didn't name what the conditioners are?
Sodium stearoyl lactylate.
I think Domino's is very affordable though. I think they have created a blueprint where they can get you a hot pizza very quickly.
People want this science to not Inky, we gotta give them this science.
Economics and budgeting is a science.
No. Come on, let's get it.
People. You mean no. Economics is a very big part of people's choices of nutrition.
This is why we can't get picked up by a network. Exactly why, because we don't talk about enough science.
Well, I
every
think
time we come down to the science,
the Masterpiece cereal is very nutritious for you.
Every time it comes to the science, he gets scared. What's wrong?
Go ahead and reach out to us.
What's wrong with sodium stearoyl lactylate?
That sounds like a sodium salt of a fatty acid. I don't know what that would be used for though. Probably like an emollient or something like that.
It says dough conditioner.
Yeah. So yeah, we can just skip that. Like we can go to the
whey.
Okay, that's just milk product.
Yeah, it's high quality, free high quality protein powder mixed into their pizza.
Maltodextrin.
That is a sugar replacement that is contributing to the low cost and high convenience of Domino's.
Well, mal means bad.
But malto is a sugar prefix.
Break it down. Come on now.
Oh.
Come on now. Bring it back. Here we go.
Okay. So malto.
Your students is loving you. I just want you to know your students is loving you right now.
So
they appreciate what you're doing
bad?
for the culture. This is for the culture we represent tonight.
Is maltodextrin bad?
We just told you it is a combination of affordable substance that can be highly convenient for students on the go.
Dextrose. What's that? Sugar? Cornmeal.
Go ahead, Tanai.
I mean, you're the only corn hater up here. HJ love grits, so he should like cornmeal.
Boom! It's grits is in the Domino's. Come on, HJ. Now, how you gonna lose when it's grits in the Domino's?
You like fried fish, don't you?
Come on now.
The sauce, pizza sauce. We got water, tomato paste, sugar, salt, spices, dehydrated garlic.
Let's go now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there, because every student is gonna need that lycopene. And that tomato sauce is going to have some. It's in the tomato sauce, the lycopene. It's in there. Trust me, it's in there.
What's the lycopene for?
It's all kinds of nutrition
It's
pigment.
Wait a minute, hold on now, and then we're gonna get to the vitamin A's. It's a wide variety of vitamin A's that's in that tomato sauce that's gonna be good for their eyes as they're reading all them books and all that. So the tomato sauce is gonna be good.
That's why Italian people never wear glasses.
I don't know about Italian people never wearing glasses. I just feel like there's a national pride that is missing in your tone tonight, sir. It seems like you're just propping up a lot of foreign countries and nationals against
Italians are some of the best white people ever created.
An American.
Italians are great fucking people.
Stand up next to you.
You gonna get somebody kicked out their dorm. Somebody's in a dorm room right now listening. The roommate is like, "Who's that making noise over there? Can you tell them to keep it down?"
No, it's not, because they all eating hot Domino's right now. Happy. They all happy.
You gonna get the RA?
No, the maltodextrin, the
about to come knock on the door.
No.
Can you please turn it down?
The hilarious thing about all of this
The bread is melting. Listen,
right next to the residence halls.
listen.
Like,
The
there's
bread
literally a
is
Domino's right down the street. Yeah.
facts. The bread is stimulating high levels of dopamine, and they appreciate the feedback. And the
Credit
dopamine
karma.
allows them to remember their notes as they're studying for their tests, midterms, and finals that are coming up.
Credit Karma said my credit score just went up. I'm getting whiter as the moments go by. Soybean oil, citric acid. What's that? Vitamin C, right?
What the hell did we just miss right there?
Citric acid.
You said that you're getting whiter by the second as your credit score is going up. Is your credit score going up making you whiter, or because you're getting whiter is making your credit score go up? What is happening right now on the show tonight?
That's a good question.
HJ clone.
What's citric acid? That's vitamin C, right?
No.
Citric acid is not vitamin C.
Vitamin C has citric acid.
No.
We want you to stop right there, sir. Just go ahead and
We just go to the next ingredient. That's cool.
Cheese. Part skim mozzarella, pasteurized milk, cultures, salt, enzymes, modified food starch. What?
Yeah, so you could just So okay, so what's the last? We should be coming up to the end of
highly affordable. Hold on. Highly affordable, highly digestible, potentially food source.
Modified food starch is a red flag, Chad.
Highly affordable and potentially digestible.
Non-fat milk, whey protein concentrate. It says flavors here. Does that qualify as like that thing we talked about last time where we don't? It's like Pandora's box.
No, think about this. A lot of the children are buying protein powder, so now they're just getting it in the Domino's already. It's just in there.
But it says flavors.
There's flavors in the protein powder. Remember, we talked about that.
So you can just think about this as like pizza flavored protein powder.
Correct. But it's delicious and cheesy.
Sodium propionate.
See? That's actually a short sodium salt of a short chain fatty acid.
It means it's appropriate. It's appropriate is what they're saying. It's appropriate levels of sodium to flavor up the pizza to deliciousness. That's what they're saying.
There you have it, chat. Lil Milk fell asleep. She missed the episode tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. Another episode of KeMedicine in the books. I'm about to spend some time drawing on the charts, getting my self ready for the morning. Big day today. Big day tomorrow. Lots of earnings. Jerome Powell. Lock in, chat. Lock in. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Make sure you follow Dr. Tanai Ricks on.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Lots of earnings on what? What?
Earnings reports.
From what?
Corporations have to report their earnings when they're public companies.
Right, but I'm saying, what do you get earnings from?
Earnings.
You got earnings from their earnings.
Correct.
And which companies is that?
Whatever the chart looks good at. I just look at the chart and make trades. If the chart says traded, I trade it. So it could be Microsoft, it could be Iran, it could be today. Cypher Mining was a good pop for me. Riot was a big pop for me. It depends. Depends whatever breaks out.
So you're just running it up for what day?
Yep. In and out.
So are you a part of like the pump and dump?
No, that's something different. That is no. Mm-mm. We trade legitimate companies.
I feel like it's the Wolf of Wall Street pump and dump.
It's Wolf of Wall Street without the pump and dump.
Is there a Wolf of Wall Street without pump and dump though?
Yes. It's just trading stocks.
Have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
I have.
So he would just been a regular guy with a sharp outfit if he wasn't pumping and dumping this. I mean, that's where the...
That's not exactly what happened.
Have you seen Boiler Room?
Now that was a pump and dump.
I used to work in a boiler room.
Okay, before anybody else incriminates themselves, chat, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow, next week, ladies and
You know how
gentlemen.
they do me? This is crazy.
Is this dance taken? The waves start waving, body start shaking.